So, on the topic of the Epstein files, I've seen people like the guy who's running for governor of Florida going, if I'm governor of Florida, I'm going to go after all these people and everything. Maybe that's a good idea, maybe that's a bad idea. But I got a few thoughts. One thought: revenge is a dish best served cold. If we want real revenge, which I do, I want real revenge. Screw justice. I mean, like, I want justice, but like, justice is such an abstract concept, and like Plato already goes like, how do you define justice? Revenge. I think revenge is. This actually brings me to an interesting point because it's like, Okay. So my family wasn't personally affected. Whereas your family personally affected. Did they get anyone in your family? Because what I see right now is I see a fiat currency based system. I see a surveillance state. I see, 1 second, April, public education. I see jobs forcing people to move across the country to separate themselves from their family. I see debt slavery. I see so much corporate wage theft that it is. I feel like we're in a state of warfare. So the food's poison, the labeling laws on the food are nonsense, and I have had psycho health problems my entire life. I've just recovered the ability to sleep within the last 6 months. And I've just now stabilized like 7 days ago. Think I'm stable. It's been 7 days. We'll see. So for me, I'm like, what am I going to do? Am I going to go and hunt these people down personally? Maybe. But I don't think that would be the best use of my time. I mean, I have like beautiful children. I need to homeschool them. I need to educate them. I need to build my business so I can continue to research the disease they call fatal insomnia so that I don't die from it, because like, holy cow, the medical system is basically bent on killing us, or at least not really bent on helping us. It's not bent on helping us. Throwing another ribeye in the air fryer. So it's not bent on helping us. And I just thought about that. I was like, revenge is a dish best served cold. I was going to make this video all about the merits of revenge. Like, ooh, like, wouldn't it be so great if we revenged ourselves on these people? And I thought, if we're talking about vengeance, not justice, then it would have to be personal. I think vengeance has to be personal to really be vengeance. If it's not personal vengeance, then it's not really vengeance. It's more like vigilantism. And you know, maybe vigilantism is called for. I'll get into that. Maybe vigilantism is called for. I like the aliens versus. Girls, can you be a little quiet, please? I think the alien versus predator idea, have illegal immigrants chase down sex offenders to earn citizenship, is a absolutely stellar idea. I think it's a great program. We should get started. I prop my phone up against my tea mug. Nothing could go wrong there. Gonna feed my beautiful daughter steak. Maybe homeschooling. I am homeschooling them, so this is. I'm gonna document that as well. Homeschooling my children, so y'all don't feel so lonely homeschooling. I mean, that's the thing you got to do. You got to homeschool, because if you're upset about the Epstein files and your kids are still in public school, like, you know who owns the textbook companies? You know who owns the school picture day stuff? Like, that's part of the funnel. You realize that, right? Like, you realize that when you go to daddy government and you say, raise my children for me, keep me safe, regulate things for me, that you invite corruption. That's what it. I mean, again, the United States was founded to get rid of this. Not that the founding of the United States got rid of it, but it was created so we could. We have free speech. We've got guns. We've got the upper hand. So as long as we don't abort our children and we homeschool them, then we'll actually have a next generation that can continue to have the upper hand. We have 3D printers. We can 3D print guns. We have chemistry. We can make explosives. Like, we have the means to do all this stuff. So the real thing is awareness of our position. Like, what really should strike everyone at this stage is how they were able to get away with it for so long. Like, we shouldn't be asking ourselves, what do we do about Jeffrey Epstein and the client list? I mean, I just think that that's not the first step. I mean, I've been going on about this for like 16 years, and people just so stupid. And to me, like, I see everyone waking up now and they're all like, we need to take action. They sound like me when I was 11. And it's great because we do need to take action. But it's also a little ill-conceived because it's assuming that action is obvious. Whereas to me, Whereas to me, why hasn't the fact that this has been happening been obvious to people? Jeffrey Epstein, he's a Jewish dude. Everyone knows Jews are connected to the banks. Everyone knows money's created through fractional reserve banking. He's got access to unlimited funds. Like, these people have access to unlimited funds through the fractional reserve banking system. Not even to mention government graft machine. Not even to mention that all of the organizations that are supposedly supposed to stop human trafficking were probably working with him. Y'all don't understand the depth of the problem, I don't think. So I think what we need to do is we need to document. We need to make sure they can't remove from us freedom of information. We need to make sure they can't destroy our position right now. Because what I see is people, this frantic desire for action, and it's like, that's going to lead to what they want. Because, and I'm not saying don't do anything. I'm saying make videos like this. Like, I thought, like, what am I going to do? I'm like, I'm just going to keep talking about it. I'm going to keep talking about it. And I think everyone else needs to keep talking about it. I think we need to have podcasts about it. We need to have like a whole section of the internet that is simply devoted to documenting and discussing what needs to be done about the Epstein files. And we just keep discussing. We need to like map out where these people are getting their money. Jeffrey Epstein was not the top of the pyramid. We need to figure out who's at the top of the pyramid, where these people are. We do this through Wikipedia. I think a Wikipedia-like website is the best way. Multiple Wikipedia-like websites, so that if one of them gets corrupted or taken down, we're still fine. Multiple Wikipedia-like websites documenting this stuff. More people making videos. I think that's, and then homeschooling. We have to homeschool. I mean, like, if you don't have a gun, go buy a gun. If you can't buy a gun, then your job is to fix it so you can buy a gun. Like, if you're not even armed, we need Minutemen. We need people to actually become capable of self-defense. We need people to actually become capable of economic warfare, which is what we're engaged in. That's what I'm doing. We need people to actually become capable of helping people become not sick and like healthy enough to actually think. That's what I'm doing. I am working on making it so people can think, people can, talk through my platform. I am working on...
Just stop.
No, just eat it. Stop being so picky. Working on making it so people can talk. Making it so, like, in the comment section, discuss in the comment section. Come on, I mean, here's a video that's pre-selected for all these traits. Go talk about it. I'm backing up all my YouTube videos. I'm going to start uploading them all to Rumble. I think Rumble is a great place for this. I'm probably going to back this up to Rumble as well. Let's see how that performs in Rumble. I mean, at the end of the day, it's like, there's always going to be pedophiles because there's always going to be Africa. And the Dwandi tribe in Africa is willing to sell their children into slavery. So there's always going to be pedophiles. We can't get rid of the pedophiles. But what we can do is we can say, not in America. Not here. And to start with that, we have to say, not my family. And to start with that, you have to, like, not let your kids be sold into wage slavery. You have to, like, not ship your kids off to indoctrination camps. You have to own guns. You have to exercise your freedom of speech. You have to read books and educate yourself. You have to not be a wage slave yourself, so that you're just like, you have no mental energy to do anything and you're completely controlled. Like, you know how funny it is to the powers that be when they see wage slaves going, we're gonna rebel, like a wage slave in New York, we're gonna rebel, like, you're not gonna do shit. You don't own a gun. You don't own the land you live on. You have no control over where your food comes from. You're not gonna do shit. You don't even, like, your kids are in indoctrination camps. You don't even own your own children. You're not gonna do shit. Except for react in a impulsive manner, which will simply give them more power because they own the currency. Like I really have faith in white Christian European DNA and in the people who moved here because they like what white Christian European DNA produced. I have a lot of faith in those people. I like Mexicans too. I think Mexicans are pretty cool, but Mexicans need to team up with white Christian Europeans because, well, they did. And that's how they overthrew the Aztec Empire. So I would say that Mexicans and white Christian Europeans have a beautiful history of teaming up together to overthrow Satanists who engage in ritual human sacrifice on mass scale. We need organization. We need plans. This is organization. Comment below. Go on Rumble. Make it so they can't get you to shut up. And then make it so that they can't disarm you. And then make it so they can't take your food. They can't take your kids. Like, if your kids are being raised by the state, you're not going to do shit. I'll make many more videos about this because I need to. This is just the world we live in, so I'm going to make a lot more videos about this, but let me know if this hits home.